Bob from Bob's Workshop. I'm not saying that everyone who collects toy trains should have a Lionel F3 decorated for Santa Fe and the New York Central, but a lot of people do. I have the Santa Fe version, and in this episode, I'm going to make my New York Central F3 look a whole lot better. I already did one video on the dummy unit, and now that looks good. And it's time for the motorized unit to improve its appearance too. So, here it is. After applying a $10 discount code because my order was over $50, this Lionel F3 set was $98 before shipping. It runs pretty well, and I didn't realize until just this week that the powered unit had dual motors and magnet traction. I have other F3s, but they are all of the single motor variety. These New York Central shells both share the same cab number, so it's not a matching set. There are numerous nicks and scratches on the shells, but somehow nearly all of those are confined to the area above the white paint of the lightning stripe. It's mainly for that reason that this F3 set has now found a permanent home with me. I worked on the unpowered unit first, mainly because the frame would be simpler to take apart and repaint. The gray is just a bit lighter than the original, but since the repainted parts are separated by the lightning stripe graphics, I don't think it's too noticeable, and I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. The color difference is easier to spot when the two are nose to nose. The original gray had a little more brown in it, but this is close enough. So now I'm finally going to tackle the powered unit. I'm not sure why the sides were spared from the wear that the base and roof section went through, but it's a good thing. Keeping the original graphics will be key in the refreshening of this train's appearance. At a quick glance when I'm done, this should look like a well-preserved original Lionel F3.
Tamiya masking tape is offered in a variety of widths. I think it goes all the way down to 2 or even 1 millimeter. I mostly use the 3 millimeter tape because I can bend it around curves, but for big straight sections like these, the 10 millimeter tape does the job much more quickly. Until I bought this New York Central set, I never knew that the white stripes on the nose were decals. The other white stripes are painted, but not on the nose. I think that the Tamiya tape is a little more gentle than the blue painter's tape. As long as I've been using it, and I've been careful when lifting it away after painting, so far it hasn't damaged any of the decals. And the blue tape is fine for attaching paper to the shells over the Tamiya tape. That still seems safe. And also, the blue tape is a whole lot cheaper. This part is a little risky, but I've found that it's usually worth taking the chance. I sprayed a satin finish paint, and you can see here that it's still really shiny. So that means it's quite wet. But if I'm very careful and I remove the tape right after spraying, there seems to be less of a raised line between the old color and the fresh paint. I've messed this up before, and it leaves me in a bad mood for at least the next day, but it goes smoothly here. Getting the frame and truck assemblies ready for paint is pretty much like I did for the shell. Dawn dishwashing soap, a toothbrush, and wet sanding removes any grease and dirt. After drying, it's out to the driveway for Rust-Oleum Satin Canyon Black. It's one of my favorites for Lionel trains because it's a great match for side frames, couplers, passenger car roofs, steam locomotives, and even the top of any Lionel diesel decorated for Amtrak. It's a very versatile color. Who knew that carburetor cleaner would remove not only grease, but also paint? But that's fine with me. And now I'll spray the apron and the frame with Rust-Oleum Satin Charcoal Gray. It's the same color, the same paint that I used on the shell. Needless to say, I oiled the motors and applied new grease to the gears before putting the powered base back together. I also reinstalled the roof horns, number boards, grab handles, and cab glass off camera. You already know how to do that, and your time is valuable, so I don't want to waste it. I'd rather keep these moments that we share special and meaningful. Thank you for spending part of your day with me here watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. And until next time, this has been Bob's Workshop. Take care.